Senator-elect Yuriana Sasamoto of Mount Carmel School. Each senator-elect is in compliance with the law and is entitled to be seated. Each member was duly elected and meets the necessary requirements set forth by Title I, Section 1605 of the Commonwealth Code. Therefore, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem, your committee, having found all senators-elect to have been duly elected and qualified, recommends that all senators be sworn into office and serve as the members of the 18th Sinai Youth Congress.
Thank you for Leader Pro Tem. I ask the clerk for the report of the Credential Committee to be part of the record. Is there a motion for the adoption of Special Committee Report 1801? I recognize Senator-elect Jacopo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the adoption of the Youth Congress Special Committee Report number 1801.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to adopt Youth Congress Special Committee Report 1801. Any discussions? All in favor of the motion for the adoption of Special Committee Report number 2101, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. The ayes have it. Motion carries. Special Committee Report number 1801 is hereby adopted. Next in our order of business is the swearing in of members. We are privileged and honored to have the presence of the Chief Justice, the Honorable Alexandra C. Castro, to administer the oath of office. And I now ask the senators-elect to please rise.
Good morning, senators-elect. You make me so nervous. Everybody's so serious. I've never been nervous before. But congratulations, and before I administer the oath, today's ceremony reminds me of a TV series program, Are You Smarter Than a Third Grader? And the reason for that, many months ago, I've been doing this administration of oath of office, both in the school, in public, governor, lieutenant governor, senators, council members, Rotary, and Saipan. But only a third grader from Garapan Elementary School threw me off one day when I was in a classroom talking to the students there. And her question was, Judge, why do we have to take the oath of office? Right there and then, I didn't have the answer. But as a lawyer, I was trying to shoot from the hips, find the best answer you could at that time and just throw it out, because the law says so. On my way back to the office, Suzuki, that bothered me. I said, you know what? The answer you get to the students was very cheap. It's not even worth a penny. So I went into the computer and I checked my cousin, Google. And I asked Google, why do we take the oath of office? Several articles, I was surprised, several articles came up. And putting those articles together, basically the reason why you and others will take the oath of office is you ran for something, the people elected you to be into that position, and then you stand in front of them like today, and you're gonna raise up your hand looking at those people that voted for you in the presence of our dear Lord. And you're going to make a promise. It's a promise that you will do your best to do your duty. So taking that oath from England, remember when people went to the United States, they were literally running away from the English law, English ruling. Because in England, there's only one person, the king, that controls your life. So when they went to US, they adopted the Bill of Rights. And then from then on, the elected leaders and even the United States Armed Forces, they have to take the oath. And most importantly, the doctors and the lawyers, they have to take the oath of office to do their best, to do their duty. So with that, I hope you remember that I learned from a third grader. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
and defend
and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands,
of the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands,
the covenant to establish
the covenant to establish
a Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands
a Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands
in political union
in political union
with the United States of America,
with the United States of America,
the applicable provisions
the applicable provisions
of the Constitution,
of the Constitution,
laws and treaties
laws and treaties
of the United States of America,
of the United States of America,
and that I will
and that I will
faithfully discharge
faithfully discharge
my duties
my duties
as a senator
as a senator
of the 18th
of the 18th
Youth Congress.
Youth Congress.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you, Chief Justice. Congratulations. You may be seated. Clerk, before we move forward, I just would like to make this note for the record that regarding the passage of the special committee, I accidentally recognized it as 2101. It's actually Special Committee 1801, so please note that for the record. I apologize. We now move down on our order of business, the adoptions of the standing rules for the 18th CNMI Youth Congress. And at this time, I recognize the floor leader pro tem for the proper motion. Recognize.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. I hereby make a motion to adopt Youth Congress Resolution 1801, to adopt the official rules of the 18th Sinai Youth Congress. So moved.
Second.
Thank you, floor leader pro tem. It has been moved and seconded to adopt Youth Congress Resolution 1801. Any discussions on the motion?
Ready.
If no discussion, we'll proceed. All those in favor of the motion to adopt Youth Congress Resolution 1801, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Motion carries. Youth Congress Resolution 1801 is hereby adopted by the Youth Congress. We now move to the election of Speaker for the 18th CNMI Youth Congress, and at this time, the floor is now open for nominations. I recognize Senator Jacopo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. I nominate Senator Cielo Long to the office of the Speaker for the 18th Sinai Youth Congress.
There is a nomination on the floor nominating Senator Cielo G. Long to the office of the Speaker, and it has been seconded. Are there any other nominations? I recognize Senator Manglona.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. I move to close the nomination.
Second.
A motion has been made to close nomination and has been seconded. All in favor of that motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Since there is only one nomination on the floor for the office of the Speaker, and that nominee is Senator Cielo Silali Gutierrez Long, there being no other nominee, Senator Long is hereby elected by acclamation to serve as the Speaker for the 18th CNMI Youth Congress. Congratulations, Senator Long. Sergeant at Arms, may we please escort our newly elected Youth Congress speaker to the dais.
Proceeding with our next order of business, the election of the vice speaker, the floor is now open for nominations. I recognize Senator Mangonia.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I nominate Senator Kata Yacopo to the office of Vice Speaker for the 18th Unamay Youth Congress.
Second.
There is a nomination on the floor nominating Senator Kata Iacopo to the position of vice speaker, and it has been seconded. Are there any other nominations? I recognize Senator De La Cruz.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to close nomination.
A motion has been made to close the nomination and has been seconded. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All who oppose, say nay. Motion carries. There's only one nomination on the floor to the office of Vice Speaker, and that nominee is Senator Kata Iacopo of Cagman High School. There being no other nominees, Senator Iacopo is hereby elected by acclamation to serve as the Vice Speaker for the 18th Sinamaya Youth Congress. Congratulations. The floor is now open for nominations for the office of the floor leader for the 18th Sinamaya Youth Congress. I recognize Senator De La Cruz.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I nominate Senator Yuriana Sasamoto to the office of floor leader for the 18th Cinema Youth Congress.
There is a nomination on the floor nominating Senator Yuriana Sasamoto to the position of floor leader, and it has been seconded. Are there any other nominations? I recognize the Vice Speaker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to close nominations.
A motion has been made to close the nomination and has been seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All who oppose, say nay. Motion carries. There's only one nomination on the floor for the office of floor leader, and that nominee is Senator Yurihana Sasamoto. There being no other nominees, Senator Yurihana Sasamoto is hereby elected by acclamation to serve as the floor leader of the 18th Sinamaya Youth Congress. Congratulations. The floor is now open for the nominations to the office of the Legislative Secretary for the 18th Sinamaya Youth Congress. Are there any nominations? I recognize floor leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I hereby nominate Senator Aubriette Manglonia for the office of Legislative Secretary.
Second.
There is a nomination on the floor nominating Senator Aubriette Manglonia to the position of Legislative Secretary, and it has been seconded. Are there any other nominations? I recognize Senator De La Cruz.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to close nomination.
A motion has been made to close the nomination and has been seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All who oppose, say nay. There's only one nomination on the floor for the office of Legislative Secretary, and that nominee is Senator Aubriette Manglonia. There being no other nominees, Senator Manglonia is hereby elected by the acclamation to serve as the Legislative Secretary for the 18th Sinamaya Youth Congress. Congratulations. We now move on to the appointment of committee chairpersons. I will defer the naming of committee chairpersons to a later date. At this time, I would like to ask Senators De La Cruz and Manglonia to convey to the governor and Senators Iacopo and Sasamoto to convey to the presiding officers of the 22nd Northern Marianas Commonwealth Legislature that the 18th Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands Youth Congress is duly organized and ready to conduct business. At this time, I would like to call for a short recess so our members can convey the communication. We are now back from recess. We left off at the notification to the governor and the presiding officers. I hereby recognize Senator De La Cruz to report to the body.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Secretary Manglonia and I conveyed the message that we are organized and ready to conduct business, and he has acknowledged that message.
Thank you, colleague. I now recognize the Vice Speaker to report to the body.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We have conveyed to the Speaker and the floor leader on behalf of the Senate President that we have officially organized and are ready to conduct business.
Thank you, Vice Speaker. We now move on to communications, and I hereby recognize the clerk.
None at this time, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, clerk. We move on to our next item on the order of business, statements of members. And I would like to begin by recognizing the Vice Speaker to give her statement.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Hafide Tiro Buanraranem, to our distinguished guests and families of the elected youth senators. Today, I am able to share a memorable event with young individuals who are passionate about cultivating a healthier environment for our youth community. As leaders and lawmakers, we are called to serve our people, to listen to our community, and use our positions as a step to change. Given this opportunity, I will stand as an active advocate for my respective school and continue to emphasize the importance of prioritizing the needs of our youth. I am confident in this committee and its ability to fulfill its purpose. I am grateful for the effort put into organizing our inauguration and would like to take the time to recognize my two number one supporters, my mother alongside my grandmother. To my Azuzu family, I wouldn't have this opportunity without you all, and would like to thank our principal, the admin and staff, and everyone who has supported me on this journey. And of course, my colleagues whom I'm extremely excited to work with. The world is in our hands. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Speaker. I would now like to recognize the floor leader to give her statement.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Hafide Tiro, and good morning, everyone. I want to thank you all for coming to our inauguration today, and those watching online as well. Thank you to all our distinguished guests present today, and also to my principal, Mrs. Frances Timoniel, and Director of Institutional Development, Ms. Fee. Thank you both for coming. First and foremost, I want to thank my school, my peers, my fellow Mount Carmel School Knights, who voted for me and entrusted me with this honor of being a youth senator in the 18th CNMI Youth Congress. I am extremely proud and grateful to be our school's representative youth senator. I also want to thank my family and friends, most especially my parents, who have always helped me and supported me in every endeavor I've ever taken on. This is an incredible opportunity that I never would have had if it weren't for everyone who's helped me achieve this. I also want to congratulate my colleagues, my fellow youth senators, Congrats to each and every one of you. You're all amazing and very deserving, and I'm excited to start working with you guys. And now I want to address the youth of the CNMI, the world's future. As your youth senator, I vow to work for you, to work with you, and to do everything in my power, along with my fellow senators, to improve the lives of the youth in the CNMI. Together we can strive for and accomplish betterment of the youth. Together we can make real change. I'm here to listen to your concerns and suggestions, and I will act on them. I'm very excited to start working for us in our futures, and once again, my deepest and sincerest thanks to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Floor Leader. I would now like to recognize Senator Dela Cruz to deliver his statement.
Si Diyos Masi, Madam Speaker. Hafere, Tiro, Jan Buenos Dias, Mangatsonghu, Senyor Speaker Villagomez, Jan man distinguido na bisita siya, Jan presenti na familian mommy. Malago jud sumuli esti na momento, para bayunay, todong na agradecimento, para todo estudyante ni Marianas High School, ni Munayju ni nangukon niya, para guau i Bosnia, Guinea, gimina 18 na Congresswoman Hogan. Gagiju Pogo Guinea, para who representa interamenti iman Hogan ni Sinamay, di todo ininasinyahu. Megay jantahineku inisisidad siya para iman Hogan. Hafa iman nesesita Pogo, sinya hatiaju iman nesesita agupa. Iman Hogan Pogo, manasinya Maria Lisa, Zau magana mos kisinya magwifi. Zaput esti idinisiyahu iparbahu kriyansa jan bayajuda esti na diniseya o sino gwinifi. Si Diyos Masi, Hiliso, jan thank you.
Thank you, Senator Dela Cruz. I would now like to recognize Senator Manglonia.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Buenos dias para todos Hanzu. First and foremost, I would like to welcome our distinguished guests along with the families of my fellow colleagues. It is both an honor and a privilege to be a part of the 18th CNMI Youth Congress. I would like to thank my parents and my grandparents for their untiring love and support, because without them, I wouldn't have been able to make it this far. Thank you so much for always pushing me to do my best, for guiding me and giving me words of encouragement when I need it the most. To Mr. Luis Castro, thank you for always being there for my colleagues and I when we need your help and guidance. Your work and dedication is greatly appreciated. To the students of Dr. Rita Hoko Ines Junior Senior High School, my Chamorro family, thank you all for allowing me to represent our school. You all are awesome. For those of you who have contributed, supported, taught, and advised me throughout this journey, thank you guys so much. I am very eager to educate myself as well as my fellow Youth Congress senators about the issues that our islands are faced with. As we learn to understand our problems, we will be able to create a long-lasting solution that can enable us to secure a firm, tranquil, and prosperous future for generations to come. It is my mission to listen, to learn, and to understand all the factors affecting the youth of the CNMI as a whole. I'll always be here for our youth in order to help them recognize and develop their potential and abilities, as I believe that education is truly a chain reaction, allowing individuals to share their knowledge and experiences with others around them. Thank you, and Jesus Wa.
Thank you, Senator Manglonia. Hafere Zamtiro to our distinguished guests and to the very special ladies and gentlemen who are present today. I am more than honored to be seated amongst such empowered young individuals. This is actually my second term serving in Youth Congress, but my aspirations and deepest regards for the youth remain the same. As Speaker, my duty is to not only serve for the youth, but to do my absolute best while guiding you all in the process. To our distinguished guests who are present today, know that you can count on each and every single one of us to make real change. I can assure you that all of us will not only lead with force, but with passion. When you work with your mind, it is easy to get distracted and to lose the motivation and drive to do your best. But when you have this involved, the drive to do better never truly dies. My focus will be on environmental awareness, but it is also my duty to prioritize the needs and wants of those seated amongst myself. I would like to thank my parents for pushing me to do my absolute best in everything that I do. For those who know my parents, they're pretty pushy, but in the best way possible. I would like to thank my community in Tinian for trusting me to serve as your public servant. To my fellow members, I thank you for taking this opportunity, for being the voice for those who are hesitant to use theirs. Let's get to work. At this time, if there's no objection, I would like us to dissolve into a committee of the whole to allow for public comments. Are there any objections?
No objection.
All those in favor to dissolve into the committee of the whole to allow for public comments, say aye.
Aye.
All who oppose, say nay. Motion carries. We are now in the committee of the whole. At this time, the floor leader is recognized.
We move to public comments. Under this part of our agenda, we welcome any member of the public to comment on any of our actions today. Please state your name and title to the body prior to giving your statement, and please limit your comments to 5 minutes. The floor is now open for public comments.
Buenos días.
Good morning, sir. Please state your
My
name.
name is Representative Lipon, as they call it. I'm a member of the 22nd Legislature. I want to commend this honorable body, the 18th Youth Legislature, or they call them senators, as they say. I welcome and challenge you all to work with the 22nd Legislature. And I hope that we get to sit together and work as one body, as you always mention in your speech. I'm for the youth, and rest assured, I welcome and challenge everyone. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Please state your name and title.
Good morning. For the record, my name is Angel Aldon-Dumapan, and I am a member of the House of Representatives representing election precinct 1. I am here to offer my congratulations to Madam Speaker and the members of the 18th CNMI Youth Congress. As a member of the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd CNMI Youth Congress, it is a pleasure to be back here to witness the installation of this body. I also want to send a message of hope to our 5 youth senators here today. There's a lot of things to be done, but nothing is impossible if you put your mind to it. In history, myself, your Youth Congress Coordinator, former Congressman Castro, and Chairman Donald Manlonia from the House have come from the Youth Congress. So we look forward to one day seeing all of you, if possible, to come back to positions of leadership in the legislature and give back to your Commonwealth. I especially want to congratulate my godson, Easton de la Cruz, who has journeyed with me for the past 7 years in my political career. He's been very passionate about our youth and our Commonwealth. So I'm very happy to see him join 4 beautiful young ladies in this body. Congratulations. Afade Tiro.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Edwin Palacios Olan. I am the mayor of Tinian. I wanted to extend my congratulations to all of you. And most especially for you, Cielo. I believe this is the first time that Tinian held the position of speaker. If I'm not mistaken, correct? Is it the first time from the island here? Congratulations, Yellow, on behalf of the people of Pinion and the leadership of Pinion. I once was a youth president for Pinion High School. And I remember the first youth conference we ever held was ever held for the entire Marians. It was at the convention center, and I believe that was in 1984. That meeting of youth kind of like pushed a lot of us, especially from Rhode Island, that we need to exit our island and to reach out more. So you guys have this opportunity to engage with not only our youth, but also direct engagement with our leadership, Senate and House. I like the way you guys say you want to drive, you want to inspire your colleagues, your youth. Uh, I wanted to say that my office is ready to hear your concern, and please drop by the Pinion and visit our place so you can share all your feelings and your thoughts about youth to our students and our youth. Congratulations again to everyone. Thank you.
Good morning. I just want to, my name is Efron Nakari, by the way. I'm the mayor of Florida. So I'm happy to be up here, extending my congratulatory to you all. On behalf of the people of Florida, the leadership, I would like to extend our appreciation, Madam Speaker. Thank you so much, the distinguished body of this 18th Youth Congress. Thank you. And, over here, Senator over here knows that my office is always open. And so whenever you all need anything in Rhoda, my door is always open. So let's work together. Thank you.
Are there any further comments from the public?
Buenas, good morning and half a day. I am Melody Erdal, Vice Principal of Marianas High School. And I want to take this time to congratulate all of you. I envy you, a lot of us envy you, because it takes a lot of courage, determination to sit in the chairs that you are sitting in right now. The leadership role you're about to take on will come in mountains. But I do believe we do, on behalf of the PSI's educational system, Commissioner Dr. Anna is right here. Our principal for Camden High School is here with me also this morning. We know and we have all the level of confidence in you to steer the ship for your peers, most especially. I've had the privilege and congratulations to our fellow Dauphin Easton, Senator Easton de la Cruz. I need to practice that when you come into the office. He's been coming around my office. He's been sitting with us, getting ideas on how best to represent the interests of his colleagues or his peers. I want you all to keep in mind that as no smooth sailing sea does not craft you to be a skilled sailor. You need to expect those turbulence. You need to expect those rough seas, because those are what's going to mold you into becoming the leader that you already are yourself today. I congratulate you, and I stand alongside each and every one of you, especially our Senator Easton de la Cruz, to work with you so that you can continue to empower your peers so they can engage and become productive members of the society, and to be efficient and to advocate, especially for your age group and yourselves. Congratulations and good morning.
Afade Tiro. My name is Kodet Oguro Uladon. I'm the director of the Office of Planning and Development under the Office of the Governor. You guys might have recognized me from the youth conference that was held 2 weeks ago. And just to make a pitch for our office, we worked hard to ensure that you all were in attendance. But with that said, I want to offer my congratulations to a very dynamic group of youth leaders representing your respective schools and all three of our islands. I also want you to know that I'm very proud of your accomplishment, and I've actually worked with all of your parents in one way or another. So congrats to Josh, Ellen, Arlie and Phil, Elaine and Joey, Audrey. It's been a little while, but I served on the Parent Advisory Council with both Audrey and Arlie. So very nice to see, and congratulations to all of the parents, especially. Great job to you. But with that said, I wanted to also make a pitch for the Office of Planning and Development. We're right now wrapping up the first draft of the CNMI's first comprehensive sustainable development plan. And over the last year and a half, we've been working with so many different stakeholders, and I'm very excited because I would like to offer our partnership to the Youth Congress, and we certainly want to work closely with you to get your ideas and feedback into the very first plan that we're creating. And so we want to ensure that all voices are heard and all stakeholders are at the table, particularly and especially the Youth Congress. So again, congratulations. We'll be reaching out and enjoy your moment and shine. Thank you. Congratulations.
Konnichiwa. Afade Jantiro Wami. Wohosi Alfred Adai, Commissioner of Education. A seat at the table at the public school system. I offer my congratulations to all of you as you serve the youth of the CNMI. It is my duty as Commissioner of Education to embrace your voice and the goals that you have set in the new normal. Your collaborative effort in prioritizing, working together with the same goals and visions for the youth is something that we will set at the table, ready for you when we convene on our special Board of Education. We invite you to be there with us. Once again, have a fantastic year and congratulations.
Hafade and good morning. My name is Teresa Kim Tenorio, and I'm the sole female judge in the local courts. And I say that for a reason, because it's so wonderful to be here today and see 80% of our youth senators to be females. So I want to congratulate you guys. I'm the family court judge, the primary family court judge, and I handle wardship cases amongst other family court matters. And so wardship cases are cases where children are removed from the home, anywhere between babies that are just born that day to children under 18 for various reasons. And so as senators and as representatives for the youth, I challenge you to come up with programs to help our youth so that I have less cases to handle when it comes to wardship matters. All right. Having said that, when I heard that there would be an inauguration today, I contacted someone who I thought had maybe some authority to give me an invitation to this inauguration, and I was told no because of COVID restrictions. And so I want to thank Senator Easton de la Cruz, who gave me an invitation so that I can be here today. I'm very proud of you. And Easton and I have exchanged many conversations, and I know that you will do wonderful things, and you're very passionate about the youth. So congratulations, and congratulations again to all of you.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Benjamin Jones. I am the acting principal for Academy High School. I just want to say congratulations to all the senators. Senator Kata, congratulations. Thank you for your hard work, and thank you for always demonstrating your spirit at Academy High. Senator Easton, you know, the way you take care of my boys growing up just shows a great indication of the kind of leader you're going to be. So congratulations. You know, I want to crack over here because, and I'm so proud to see how much you've grown. I know I'm not that close to you like your new year, but I just want to say it's really nice to see the amount you put in and out school, in sports, and with the family especially, and in the culture. I just want to advocate for one thing, Madam Chair. If you guys could please push for mental health in the youth. The one thing that I'm starting to see rise exponentially is mental health issues in the youth. I really hope that we can work together to see how we can develop programs to bring that back to the schools, to see if we could start focusing on those issues that continue to hurt our kids in their academic achievement. So again, I just want to say thank you very much, congratulations, and let's have a nice weekend. Thank you.
Are there any further comments from the public?
Hi, good morning. My name is Arlie Long. I'm from Tinian. I'm a family nurse practitioner there. I just wanted to congratulate everyone, but I'm up here as a parent. So as the former president of the Parent Advisory Council, for several years, we tried to add Chamorro class from 9th grade to senior year. I really believe very strongly to continue the mother language. And so I challenge you guys to work with our Commissioner of Education to try and get the Chamorro class back into the high school so that you guys don't lose your culture, the language. Thank you.
Any further comments from the public? Being none at this time, Madam Speaker, I move we rise back into session.
There is a motion to rise back into session. All those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. All who oppose say nay. Motion carries. We are now back into session. We move on to the announcements. Are there any announcements from the members? I would like to extend an invitation to all to partake in the lunch, which has been prepared for us, that we will serve immediately following the adjournment in outside of the chamber in a grab-and-go manner. Thank you. Moving down on our order of business, we have reached the final item on our agenda. At this time, the chair recognizes the floor leader for the proper motion.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. At this time, I would like to make a motion to adjourn the organizational session of the 18th CNMI Youth Congress. Subject to the call of the chair, so moved.
The motion to adjourn this organizational session has been seconded. Discussion on the motion. Ready. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All who oppose say nay. The motion carries. The organizational session of the 18th CNMI Youth Congress is hereby adjourned. I recognize the Mistress of Ceremonies.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Please rise as I call Reverend Polly Payson to deliver the benediction.
Let us pray. God of all people and nations, we thank you for this opportunity to come together today to celebrate the Youth Congress and the youth of the CNMI. As we go forth from here, help us to keep our spirits and hopes energized with the goodness of this meeting. Let the work we have begun today continue throughout the year, and may we continue to build a union of hearts and minds in all that we do. Let us love and serve you and the people of the CNMI in all we do. Amen.
Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the inaugural ceremony of the 18th CNMI Youth Congress. On behalf of the 18th CNMI Youth Congress, the presiding officers and members of the 22nd Northern Marianas Commonwealth Legislature, the Legislative Bureau Director, Mr. Gary Tenorio, thank you all for your presence to witness this monumental event.